That's freaking unbelievable. Listen, we all know that nothing says quality content more than a 40-year-old man doing a shocked Pikachu. Welcome back to Etsy Profit Check, where we test and build viral DIY products using cheap tools and cheap materials. This is episode 3, and we're doing it fair this time. So we're looking at 2 big YouTube woodworking channels and 1 smaller one, probably below 20,000 subscribers, who might be struggling with views, so we'll help him out a little bit. No time to waste, not milking the algorithm here. Let's hit Ronnie's towel ladder. Yep, a mini ladder for towels. Peak innovation. This one needs 4 strips of pine, 16 inches long and 2 inches wide, keeping it dirt cheap, so no fancy miter saw. Just a hand pull saw, cordless drill, and the absolute bottom tier pocket hole jig. So Ronnie, get ready, as we're butchering your project first. I've got 4 pine strips rescued from an old wardrobe. Clean, strong, and most importantly, didn't cost me a penny. I'm not going to surprise you by saying I'm starting with everyone's favorite task, sanding. So I'm living the dream already. Time to follow Ronnie. Cut 2 of these strips in half for the steps, using basic tools because apparently that's the plan. Okay, angles time. Sorry Ronnie, but I couldn't understand the shit from your explanation, so we're winging it. Wish me luck. That tool is called an angle finder. I bought it ages ago thinking I'd for sure know how to use it. Judging by how painfully long it's taking me to copy these angles onto the pine strips, I was really wrong about that. Now look at this confident person who's absolutely certain he knows what he's doing. Can you see the mistake I made? I can't see it yet, but trust me, the facepalm moment is approaching fast.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Sake. Ah. Let's admire that professionally marked strip of pine ready for cutting. Peak craftsmanship right there. Let's tackle the ladder steps. Ronnie's all about pocket holes, so here we go. This jig is as precise as a toddler with a crayon, but hey, it was the cheapest one they had. Now let's try to put it all together. Try is a key word. There's not enough space for my impact driver, so I've used a combination of small screwdrivers and some very creative language. And finally we're here. The impressive kitchen towel ladder took an hour from my life. An hour I'll never get back. It wasn't as easy as you would expect, but I reckon a second one might be less painful. Let me share my findings with you now. Ronnie's ladder, because that's what we're calling it forever now, isn't ridiculously hard. Wins big on cost with cheap materials. Competition's pretty stiff, but seems like they're all selling decently. I'm going with 3 out of 5 stars. So Ronnie, don't even think about complaining. You know it's fair. Next up, Bearded Viking recent video, and oh boy, this one is something. I'm actually very curious what you think about it. While searching for today's projects, I stumble upon this little gem.
Consider making for your local markets. One thing I really love about this project is you can make this out of scrap woods. I've got this piece of scrap Wenge.
But what the f*** is Wenge?
Wenge, Miletia laurenti, is a very dark, dense, and durable tropical hardwood from Central Africa.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure any of us would have a bit of a Wenge lying around, but just for fun, let's check it on eBay how much it costs here in the UK. Sorry Viking, we're not going with Wenge, but as you said, pine is fine, so we're gonna do just that. Viking's Wenge hangers are going pine now. We need 1 inch thick pine, 12 inches long, 2 inches wide. Oh, and this needs some semi-advanced tools. Table saw or bandsaw in my case. And a router table. So much for basic tools only. First up, let's get this point cut to the right dimensions. You can call me whatever you want, but Viking table saw cuts look sketchy as hell. I'm using my bandsaw because I quite like having 10 fingers, and I'd strongly recommend you do the same. Next, cut this 12-inch piece into two parts, 6 inches and 4 inches. This one's for all of you who enjoy watching me suffer. I'll cut it with my dwarf pull saw. You're welcome. So the shorter bit gets cut into 1-inch pieces, and the longer one gets split into half to create two thin plates. I hope this all still makes perfect sense. If not, don't worry, you're not alone. Jeez Louise, I mean, I've purchased some of these router key slot bits, but looking at how Viking was doing it, I'm not freaking risking that, no way, So for the sake of this video, let's just pretend that I'm following the instruction. Do whatever you want, but my fingers will not be near the spinning blade. No way, I like them the way they are, attached and functional. Yep, I do like my planes, and in this case they'll clean up the bandsaw marks beautifully. Therapy and productivity in one. Time for a glue up. I'm using wood glue and CA glue as an instant clamp. Pretty sure I learned that trick from one of those famous woodworkers. Or YouTube. Probably YouTube. Look at this beauty. Viking reckons 10 a piece. Maybe if it's Wenge. For pine, I reckon $5 max. And that's being generous when you're selling sets of 3. Let's snap back to reality and check the real numbers. Building is straightforward enough if you stay safe and don't do anything stupid. Wenge pricing destroyed the cost argument. Pine can't compete. Market's drowning in cheap pine hangers already. I'm going with generous 2 out of 5 stars. Sorry Viking, this wasn't your finest one. Alright, revealing our YouTube rookie video now. The $3 woodworking project from Finding Me channel. Let's see what we're working with here. Todd, pretty sure that's his name, recommends pine board 4 inches wide and 36 inches long. Or just throw some scraps together. Only other requirement? Either a miter saw or a table saw in my case, with adjustable blade angle. Oh, and a wood glue. Seems simple enough, but let me tell you, rare craftsman has a special talent for messing things up. Watch and learn. There are 2 crucial elements to these hexagonal shelves, precision and patience. I'm severely lacking both, so this will be entertaining. You've probably had enough of me talking, so enjoy some music. If you want the actual detailed tutorial, I'll link Todd's video in the description. I'll get back to you with all the scoring in a minute. Okay, so either my table saw needs calibrating or my eyes are going. This particular masterpiece won't be hitting Etsy, but it only took 30 minutes. Can't complain. What's interesting is that there are loads of these on Etsy and they're all shifting pretty well. This one's actually might not be a bad call. It's scorecard time. This project's easy. Calibrate your tools and you'll be fine. Cost is dirt cheap. Any scrap wood works, so brilliant there. Competition around, but everyone's selling them. And I spotted 0 Asian sellers, which is a nice change. Overall, 4 out of 5 stars. And before you say I'm going soft on this one, let me tell you, maybe I am a little. But if something's rubbish, I'll call it rubbish. Now click and end screen video so YouTube shows this to more folks like us. All the best, and I'll see you next time.